why are we using the term growing Rotary? So for years, many of us who have been around, we're talking about we have to grow our membership. We have to grow our membership till it's been beaten to death. And the concept is shifted a little bit. And our director, Jeff, had put this with the coordinators a couple of years ago, and we're trying to build on this. The concept that, look, we've got people working on membership, we've got people working with public image, and we've got people working with the Rotary Foundation. But in the past, they tended to be working silos, only worrying about their goals, so to speak. And the concept of growing Rotary says bringing everything together, using all three aspects or disciplines to help create what we ultimately want, which is vibrant club. And you would see that. There you go, Kevin. There you go. Kevin's a little slow this morning. He needs more coffee. But so the concept of growing Rotary is what you're going to hear about. How these three aspects can work together, how you can use these three aspects to help grow membership of your club. Because if we grow the district, right, naturally we're going to have more projects to be able to be done, more funding for those projects, and then we're going to be able to tell the world about them. So at this point, I want to kick things over to our new membership chair, past assistant governor, Matt Bradenstein. Matt.
Hey, good morning, everybody. Can everybody hear me?
Can hear you now.
Excellent. Okay, great. Well, I am just so excited to be here, and I am so ecstatic that we have how many people in this training seminar? We have, I think, over 84, which is absolutely incredible on a Saturday morning during everything that is going on in our country. You're spending the time here, just trying to make you as a Rotarian better and as the club better too. So what I would like to first do actually is explain what am I doing? Like, what's my role? So I am the chair of the membership committee. I know some of you know that we have one, some don't. So what's the purpose of our committee? The purpose of our committee is to help you and your club thrive. Our goal is to provide you with the tools needed for you to grow your club, provide strategies and trainings to help your membership chair, not only just grow your club, but also keep the members you have. So we are made up currently of 5 members. We've already started to meet. We've met twice even before this Rotary year, and we're going to continue to meet on a monthly basis. And we're actually looking for more members. So if you are interested in being part of the district membership committee, please reach out to us and we'll get you involved. And really, this is what it's all about, right? In terms of recruiting people. It's just asking. Just like how I just asked you to be part of our membership committee, do the same thing with maybe a friend or a family member would be great for Rotary. It's really coming down to just asking, right? I also want to go over, what are our goals for this next Rotary year? I've had many conversations with our incoming district governor, and we have a pretty bold plan. Even with COVID going on, we believe that we could still retain our members and grow our membership even during COVID. And in our conversation about, how do we address membership in COVID, and we are looking forward to working with you and providing strategies in that specific area too. But what are our goals? We want to have a net membership team of 75 members this year. We also want to explore all the different ways that we can create a club, just like how Cecily just mentioned. All those different options, all those different types, we're currently exploring those. And we are going to be reaching out to many of you to see if you would like to partner with the membership committee in entertaining and creating some of these clubs. It could be like a club, or it could be a satellite club. So right now we are exploring all those options. And within our committee, we have our public image director for the district too. It really goes and ties into what we're talking about right now. It's so important that we include membership. We work together with public image and also the foundation. They all go together, right? More members that you recruit, more money is end up going to come into the foundation. The more that you work with public image within your club and in the district, the more likelihood that you're going to advertise what you're doing, and you're going to attract members who are just like you to be members of your club. There's so many amazing things that you as a member, as a club do. I don't put out there into our community, right? Advertise or really showcased. So if you can take advantage of what the district has to offer within public image, as well as the talent within your club, and you really make that a focus this year, even in the environment of COVID, you make that a focus this year and advertise things that you're doing. I just heard earlier that we have some clubs who are helping out with food banks right now. You are providing a crucial need right now in our community. And somebody who works in the nonprofit sector and tell you that there's a huge need, food insecurity. So seeing those clubs tackling that in their community, we should be showcasing that. When you showcase the great work that you do, you're going to attract members who are just like you. And you don't want to just attract anybody, right? You want to attract people who want to serve others. So we've been working with public image, and we've had a meeting just a couple of days ago where we had our foundation chair for the district. We were all coming together and we're working together, and we encourage you to do the same thing.
Matt, I have one question for you.
Shoot.
Some would say that the only real chance for significant growth in Rotary is new clubs of whatever type, and you have personal experience of that. What tip would you give members, people on this call, about that initiative, since it's perceived as difficult by many?
You know, it can be hard. I'm not going to lie. It takes work, right? Like anything that is successful, it takes work. But I know we know how to work hard, and I think if clubs really explore all the different options and find which option is right for you, you can really significantly grow your club. Now, I'll give you an example. With my club, we started up a satellite club, and you know, we had people who were interested in joining our club, but they couldn't make our morning meeting. So we decided to explore having a satellite club where we would have an evening meeting, and you know, we were able that could meet in the evening and not in the morning, right? Also, we gave it a feel of attracting more of a younger crowd. Although the satellite club is made up of, you know, we have 20-year-olds all the way up to, I think, in our satellite club, like our oldest, like 60 years old. We run the gamut between all the generations. What we did do is we focused on having it more of a light affair, right? So we had it at a bar that in the second floor had a meeting room. So prior to our meeting, Rotarians can come and then go to the meeting after. And then if they even want to continue after the meeting, you can go back down to the bar and continue to socialize, right? And I think that's what we really want to do with Rotary. It's not always just about serving others too, but it's also about camaraderie, right? It's about friendship. And if you can continue to provide those types of opportunities, you're going to continue the growth of your club. And I think right now there's some opportunities with COVID. Everybody's stuck at home right now, and people are really looking for opportunities to kind of mentally get away from, you know, being home all day. So if you're providing a virtual option for people to join your club in your meetings, and if you can advertise that, you might actually be able to attract members into your club. So
thank you for that
yeah.
input and the excitement you bring to the job. Next up, just because we're on a tight timeline, I certainly don't want to cut Matt off, and we will get to questions later that you may have for these folks. Next up, Rotary Foundation Chair, Dawn DeFerrier.
Good morning. Good morning.
Good morning.
Can everyone see me? Perfect, perfect. Okay, so first of all, I want to thank everyone for being here, and thank you, DGE Kevin, for an incredible event so far. One of the things I am hoping for the presidents this year is that you have the best year possible, because Rotary is opening opportunities, and opportunity is the key word here. As Matt has said, what the purpose of the membership is, the purpose of the Rotary Foundation is to educate club members regarding our foundation, and to encourage and promote clubs to help different organizations, individuals, to make their world a better place. And that is by submitting grant applications. This COVID-19 pandemic has caused havoc around the world, our community, as well as the Rotary family. As Cecily said in the beginning, this is a changing world, and Rotary is changing. But again, it's giving us opportunities that we could go out to our communities and say, how can we help? Think about it. I know we are not doing face-to-face meetings, but you might have an opportunity. Rotarians are definitely resourceful. We could reach out and try to get a person from the Rotary world to speak to us, or go to your community and say, hey, what can we do to make our community better? So yes, we're not meeting face-to-face, but there's more availability for that individual to speak to our Rotary clubs. It's much easier to reach out to this community leader and ask them, can you join our meeting? You want to go out into the community, you want to find these organizations, and the biggest problem is people say, how do I even start? How do I start putting in a grant? How can I make our community, our world, a better place? Let me tell you, Rotarians are the best resource. We have all the connections, and we can definitely help your club find a project to make your community a better place. As we've heard, we need to have feedback, talk to one another. I know we've had a lot of, I hate to say this, silo committees in our own Rotary Club, that there's one person that does it all. Well, we also have it at the district level. Last year, we have 8 members on our committee. I am, as well as Matt and Renee. We're looking for individuals to step up to help our district committee to make your club easier. So the Rotary Foundation is a great tool. It does make a difference. The last 2 years, and again, this is thanking our governor, Peter Mardinley, because he believed in, we have clubs that need to put in district grants. Last year, we had 22 applications. This year, we have 27 applications. But I'm sorry to say, we're not going to be able to fund 100% to everyone. But the reason why is I'm asking is, let us give. We need to give to our foundation. We know times are hard right now, but look deep in your heart and say, what is my passion? What can I do to make these grants happen? So we need to give. Give to your, you can do it through, personally, I think we should do it through Rotary Direct. It's so much easier, get right on there. I could help you, your foundation committee person could help you, our governors, our AGs, go in and definitely give to the foundation. Because it takes money to fund our grants. So please think about giving some money. Also remember, this money comes back 3 years. So whatever we finish our contribution June of this year, this will be in David Houtz's year. One thing that I have learned over the years is that Rotarians are definitely passionate. We are great motivators. If we have a project that we want to work on, we just seem to be that Pied Piper, and we get everyone going. But as we're trying to grow Rotary in this year, we have 3 focuses. We need to bring in new members. The more members that you have in your Rotary Club also will make you reach your goals, make the projects a little bit easier for you to handle. Public image, as Matt said, we definitely want to promote it. we do great things in Rotary. And I will say there's a lot of times, you know, maybe our club might hear about it. The district doesn't always hear about it. Our community doesn't always hear about it. But this is an opportunity that we want to talk about what Rotary has done. Let's see here. The last thing I want to say is, because I know we're on a time limit, is that we're asking that your club focus on the 3 areas working together to grow Rotary. As you've all heard over the years, the district is a resource. That's all we are. But we are here to help you, and we want to make you succeed. So between Matt, Renee, and myself, we will be working together to grow Rotary. We are hoping to get rid of the silo committees that we have had for many, many years. More hands, more people make our job a lot easier. So we also want to help our DGE, Kevin, to open more opportunities for the next Rotary year. We are here to support each committee. So I'm going to be a member of Matt's committee, of Renee's committee. We want to work as a team. So I want to thank you for your time. And remember our Rotary Foundation. I'm just going to put this little plug in. We do have till June 30th to make a contribution. So if you have not, please do so. It's a great thing. And I want to thank you for your time. If there's any questions, I know we're under a little bit of time restraint here. You can reach out to me, reach out to Kevin. I am here and my committee is here to help you. Thank you.
Thank you, Dawn. All right. And finally, in this area, call on Assistant Governor Renee DeKoski as our public image chair. Renee.
All right. Good morning, everybody. Can you guys all hear me?
Yes.
Okay. So I am going to be the public image chair coming up for Kevin's year. Basically, you know, just to echo some points that Don and Matt have both discussed, public image for Rotary is kind of a cycle, right? So without strong membership, without things to report, we don't really have public image. But also, if we're not investing in our public image, we're not bringing in more members. We need to extend our reach. So that's kind of our goal for this upcoming year, is to figure out more ways to get the word out about Rotary, whether it's, you know, within our clubs, but also just in our district as a whole. So some of the, you know, I know I'm the one standing between us and John Huco here, so I don't want to take up a ton of your time this morning, but, you know, I want to talk to you about a couple resources. First thing, and this is a point Kevin made earlier, is please make sure you're on social media. Make sure your clubs are actively using that. There are a lot of social media platforms. Pick 1 or 2 and get really good at those. Don't feel like you need to be on every single platform. Facebook is probably the biggest way that you can really get your name out there. And that's where most people are going to see you in terms of social media platforms. And as you do that, encourage shares. So, you know, in your posts, say to your community, add a call to action, please share this, please help us spread the word, you know, give people a reason to help you share. Tag organizations that you're working with, because when you can do that, you are basically inviting them to share that post and saying, hey, look what we did. Share that with their communities. You've just extended the reach of your club's project and Rotary as a whole. Brand center. So that's kind of the biggest thing. If you are not on My Rotary, please make an account because the brand center is pretty crucial to your job, is promoting your club's public image into our job with building it for the district. So there is everything you need is on the brand center when you log into My Rotary. If you need print materials, if you need images to share, if you are in need of social media content, logos, anything like that, it's on the brand center. So you can log in there through My Rotary, and you can go in, you can find logos in terms of the master brand, the mark of excellence, anything for Interact, Rotaract. All of those logos exist there. Please go get them from My Rotary instead of grabbing them from Google, because Rotary within the past several years has updated their logos and things. So you want to make sure that you're using the most current version and that you aren't using old logos. To really put forth the best public image, we need to be current. and I know if any of you follow Evan Burrell on social media, one of his big things is the road signs are all the old logos. So that's, something to consider. The Brand Center also has templates that you can use, which are incredibly helpful. If you need to make a brochure, if you need to create logos for your club, you can go into the Brand Center and basically find those templates, type in your own information, and you can have a brochure for your club. You can have the official logo with your club name on it. You can have media releases, the things that can put right out into the community. Really have to do, you don't have to reinvent with those. They're already created for you. So it's a really good resource. Also in the Brand Center, you can find the People of Action campaign materials and templates for those as well. So if you've seen those, together we empower, together we make peace, all those together we kind of images. Those are all available to you in the Brand Center. You can download ones that are pre-made. You can also create ones with your club's own images. So one of the things I did for my club was, all of the Facebook pages, all of the social media kind of uses the Rotary wheel as their logo. And I thought I want to make my club stand out a little bit more. So we did one of those People of Action campaigns for our Facebook image. And for our banner, it's on our website. So it kind of ties in the Rotary themes with what we're doing. Looks a little bit different than just the Mark of Excellence. There's also a website that you can go for those. And I'll put some links in the comments in the chat box whenever we're done here. But it's called People of Action Photos. It's an online app that you can use, and it has more word choices for the People of Action campaign. And perhaps the biggest thing you're going to find in the Brand Center is the brand guidelines. And this is a document that it's like the Rotary Voice Bible, pretty much. It will give you all of the Rotary Voice brand guidelines. It will help you stay on brand with your public image. It's going to give you all the fonts, the color codes, the guidelines for using logos for Rotary and their imagery. So that really helps you build a brand that connects not just your club, but it connects your club to the district and the district to RI. And so it's cohesive. So make sure you check that out. It also will give you some ideas for document design. So if you think to yourself, I'm not really a graphic designer, I don't know how to put things together, there are some ideas in that brand guidelines document as well. One of the other services I know Kevin mentioned earlier is Canva. Please make sure, if you are not sure how to create really good graphics to be sharing on social media, Canva is an excellent resource for that. And like he mentioned, you can, as a 501c3, sign up for a free premium account, and I'll put that link in the chat as well. I know I'm moving through this very quickly, so I'm happy to discuss offline with anybody later. So final point is, what can you share to build your public image? You can share, service projects. I know a lot of people are struggling right now because you don't have service projects necessarily. You're not having meetings. So what do we share on social media? Share that content from the Brand Center. Share your, that doesn't necessarily have to be specific to your club, but there's videos there, there's audio clips there, there's images there that you can share. Blog posts, if your club has a blog. If not, look at Rotary International's blog. Find the online articles from the Rotarian magazine. Those are great things to share on social media. Video, member stories, and then Rotary adjacent content. So, polio has been coming into the news lately, just in kind of as it relates to the whole COVID discussion. And those are things that your club can be sharing as well. So, think about how maybe content that isn't specific to Rotary still kind of ties into our mission and our vision and what we're doing. Okay, so ultimately, you're just getting word out to your community, you're building awareness, and we are hoping that that is going to help us kind of leverage all of those things to build membership. And I know, as Matt said, we're working together. I did see somebody just said Rotary is not a 501c3. If your club is a 501c3, you can get that. Rotary itself is not a 501c3. But yeah, so that's that was kind of a crash course in PI, and I'm happy to answer any questions in the chat. Like I said, I'll drop some links in there, but that's what I've got for this morning. Thank you.
Renee also sent me a document that I'll make sure goes out with everything. But if anybody has any questions, we're monitoring the chat. We have a couple minutes here. We can, for Cecily, for Matt, for Dawn, for Renee, anything like that. Anybody have any questions, feel free to put it in chat, unmute yourself.
If
Cecily?
I can share one thing, yeah, I learned something this week when I gave a talk, and Melissa Ward, the Rotary coordinator, helped me about online fundraising, and she does professional social media and marketing for people. It is more resident, and you will have better effect when you make your posts personal. It's about you. It's about creating a connection. So you don't want to just be announcing things. You want to write your posts as if you're talking to you. Will you read this? Will you watch this? Can you help? So you want to make your targeted audience as if you were writing to one person. Believe it or not, that's when people are more likely to read something and engage with it. So by really thinking about making your message, think that you're speaking to one person. I'm reaching out to you. Can you help? You will have a better attraction to what you're posting and get better feedback. And that helps a lot to make connections when you're doing your public image.
And just kind of to piggyback off of that, you know, whenever you are posting to your social media or wherever you are, find somebody in your club who is a good writer, because that will make all the difference in the world. If you have somebody who is not a very good writer, they may mean well, but that message might not really get across to its intended audience.
And there was a question, will texts of membership foundation and public image presentations, as well as vocal presentations, be available? I believe the recording should cover that, Kevin?
It should be recording.
All right. So at this point, I believe